EU foreign ministers held their first ever meeting outside the bloc in Ukraine on October 2nd. The meeting is reported to be a show of support for Kyiv after a pro-Russian candidate won an election in Slovakia and the US Congress omitted funding for the war-torn nation from a spending bill. EU High Representative Josep Borrell posted on X about the meeting. His post read, "We are convening a historic meeting of EU foreign ministers here in Ukraine, candidate country and future member of the EU. We are here to express our solidarity and support to the Ukrainian people." Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba said that he was proud to host the meeting. He said, and I quote, "For the first time in history, outside current EU borders, but also within its future borders." In the meantime, the US insists that its firm military and political support for Ukraine has not wavered, despite Congress having excluded Ukraine funds from an emergency spending deal reached at the weekend to avert a government shutdown. Although right-wing Republican supporters of former President Donald Trump have increasingly called for funding of Ukraine to be halted, President Joe Biden's administration says it expects the Republican-controlled House of Representatives to pass a measure to keep the aid flowing. On Sunday, Biden pressed congressional Republicans to back the aid, saying that he was sick and tired of the political brinkmanship that had nearly closed the government down. Kuleba told reporters that Kyiv was still confident of US backing. He said that the question was whether what happened in the US Congress at the weekend was an incident or a system. In Europe, pro-Russian former Prime Minister Robert Fico won the most votes in an election in Slovakia on Sunday and will get a first chance to form a government. His campaign had called for not sending ammunition from Slovakia's reserves to Ukraine. Slovakia is a NATO state with a small border with Ukraine. In the past, it has taken in refugees and under the outgoing government has provided a major supply of weapons and was among the first to send fighter jets to Ukraine.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.